This is the Combative Edge M1. I think this is the second generation of this knife. It was still being made in Italy when this one was produced. Now I believe they're American made. They never really were official, at least as far as I could tell, about who made it. But this clip leads me to believe it was Lion Steel. And the reason I say that is my Big Bastinelli Dragotech has a very, very super similar clip. And that was made by Lion Steel. There are other aspects that make it feel like it's Lion Steel, I think. But anyway, it's got very great fit and finish. That's part of it. This is a fighting knife for sure. It's got an almost 4-inch blade. I think it's 3.8. It's got a beautifully ergonomically shaped handle that just fits the hand superbly in saber grip like this, and then coming up the blade in a sort of Filipino or close quarters grip like that. You got this nice jimping here, Got this little scoop so you can use the thumb stud, flick it out, flicks out very easily. This was made when there wasn't much attention paid to using the flipper as anything but a way to break it loose from the detent, and then you use your arm or your wrist, because that's the only way this flipper on this older M1 works. That's about as far as it's going out. So I definitely don't use this as a flipper. I like to use that thumb stud, and it just rockets out. I think it's got a really love the shape of the pommel here. You can tell the guy, and I'm so sorry, I think his name is Rob, and I don't remember his last name, but I know he teaches martial arts, and you can tell he knows about fighting knife techniques and such. He's got this pommel that's shaped perfectly for grabbing with your thumb, or I also like just latching onto the side of that pocket clip, because it's a pretty wide pocket clip. Not that I've ever had to use this and punched through anything with this grip. If I did, I'd use that, no doubt. But just in handling it and practicing with it and such, I speculate I would use this or this. Anyway, recurved blade. It's N690 because it's Italian, and you know how they like their N690 in Europe. It's got this beautiful, I believe it might be Parkerized finish. I'm not sure, but I love the finish of it. And then that blade shape. Drop point, clip point, recurve. Like, this is definitely kind of a clip point, actually. I should just call it a clip point. Not much drop to it. But I love the recurve. It's very effective. This knife is very sharp and is ground down to a very thin, behind the edge sort of dimension. It's got a lot of room to get very, very close. And now I am just babbling. I hope you enjoy this beautiful Combative Edge M1.